Now I've been thinking about doing some videos that are instructional, because obviously I'm a financial advisor, I do mortgages and things like that, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a little instructional video just about how we work these things out, you know, sort of what you can borrow on a buy-to-let, how it works, that kind of stuff, you know, just so that people can see how to do it. It might help them, you know, it might bring some business in, you never know, people sort of understand it a little bit more, because you've got to understand something before you can do it. So if you're thinking about, you know, buying to let, you might want to have a little bit of background information before you even see someone like me, just to kind of fill yourself in and work out, am I even in the ballpark of doing this sort of thing? But then, of course, I've seen what the latest things of the government is, and they just seem to be trying to undermine buy-to-let business in the UK, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to work out how to tax landlords out of doing the job, really, essentially, or convince them to give their properties to the government to give to illegal migrants, because obviously they're about to get their ass kicked in court, and they have to stop using hotels at that point, because all their councils will chuck them out, and they'll need private residences. But so it's a demonstration of how this government is actually against the will of the British people. And actually the Home Office in court actually stated, as though it's fact, that illegal migrants come before the British public, which is pretty bad. If you have got some buy-to-let properties and you're approached by the government to rent them out, obviously if you want to do it. They'll pay you more money, although your property will be worth absolutely fuck all afterwards. And of course the neighbours will hate you forever. You'll never be able to rent your property again, because the neighbours will make your life a misery. But think carefully. But what they're going to do, they've got to try and find a way of raising tax. And what they don't understand is that if you're a landlord and you're used to, I don't know, let's say you make £500 a month out of your properties, and the government say, oh, we're going to cost you tax, and the tax bill is going to be extra 500 quid per month. What do you reckon is going to happen to the rent for every other person that's renting off of you? It's going to go up, because the landlord's not going to say, oh, that's all right, I just pay the tax, that's fine, I don't make any money, never mind, that's all right. Of course they don't. That's what drives the rents up. So it's like when they took away the tax relief completely on interest. Every landlord I know basically just worked out how much the tax was they'd have to pay, whacked it on the rent. That's why rents went from one level sort of 10 years ago, and now they're at least double what they were. It's pathetic. This government has no idea. They're just stupid.